All right, welcome back, folks. So it's cut. It's not exactly the straightest cut, so I just come in with a little bit of sandpaper as such. This is what I did for the other cane. And I just flatten it out a little. You can go in circles until you get a nice flat top. And if you wanted to, you can use grittier sandpaper. This is all I really have on hand, so that's about good here. That's good. So we'll take this. So as you can see, I cut it a little bit, about almost the same size, a little bit taller. So I'm going to cut this piece right here of this cane, right there. And I'm going to use that top edge. And for that, I'll use an X-Acto knife. Just because this thing is so flimsy. But so we'll cut it. I just go around like that. We'll see how easy it is to cut. So, not as easy as I expected, but there she goes. All right. So, we got the part of the cane that I wanted. And you can see here. And then what we'll do is the paintbrush base, we're gonna put this on top of it as such. But we're gonna drill some holes. We're gonna put some wire in with some super glue, and this way here, there's really no chance of it snapping or presenting a problem. So I'm just gonna sand it down a little bit, and yeah, I haven't customized anything in quite some time, or even upgraded, or even did a figure repaint. I just felt like doing one today because this particular Joker I opened, I bought him the other day, and I really wanted to check it out and check out the details, the articulation, and the 99% of it I really like, and just the accessory was a little shabby. So I figured, why not? I'll upgrade the accessory. So you can see it's nice and straight. And then the two should come together as such, nice and straight. Although there is still a little bit I need to sand. So this is like I was talking about before in my last video, I don't edit, so you're just seeing the live build and the live customizing aspect of, if I could edit, I would just show you the perfect spots, and then you'll miss out on the sanding and what's actually required to get things nice and flush, and because you don't want to do things half-assed in regards to making your, customizing your accessories and things like that. So, and I'll just sand this down a little bit. So we'll go from there. We'll make it work. But this is a good way, if you're not feeling motivated to make a diorama, or you're not motivated to really do anything else, this is a great way to, just keep the hobby and keep your creativity going, just taking on a little project like this, and it makes a really nice upgrade for a nice figure. So you just take a little drill here, and I'm going to drill into this, and that's where we're going to put our wire. So there leaves no risk or no chance of that particular wire, this particular piece just snapping, because you want to support it more with it than with just super glue. It will probably hold fine with super glue, especially if all you do is display it. But if it takes a tumble off your desk, then you might run into a problem with it breaking. And I want to go a little bit further. So this takes this plastic is very durable on this particular paintbrush. But that should be perfect. That's what we were looking for there. So I'm going to take a piece of this wire. You just need some snips. And I'm just going to cut a little piece here. And then I'll go there. And I can always trim this after it's in. So actually I'm going to get a straighter piece. So I'm going to straighten this out as such. And just cut off a nice straight piece. Okay, like that. So that's a lot straighter than what I had originally. So this should fit right in. This should fit right into here, which it does. But actually I'm going to go deeper because I'm not too happy with that particular depth. I don't even know if I can. You can also use a Dremel for this. A Dremel would probably be a lot easier. But I just didn't feel like taking out my Dremel. And I had this little screwdriver on hand. All right. So I'm going to call it there. I'm going to take a little bit of super glue. You can see the hole and the depth. I'll put some super glue in there. Oh, you know what I want to do first? And these are the things you think of. You do want to give this a sanding, this little wire. So when you do super glue it, it attaches. It adheres a lot better to grittier surface than smooth. So you just sand it, and you can see how the gold comes off. And that's when you know you got a pretty good. It'll be able to adhere well. And then you do both sides, because this other side we're going to put into that piece we cut off from the original cane. And I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I know this Saturday has been a nice relaxing day, and I actually get to do some studio time, start another diorama that I wanted to work on, but I really wanted to just play around here. So let's put a little super glue. And a little goes a long way. You don't have to go too crazy. And then when you get it in, you just want to hold it in place. And you just want to hold it in place straight until it takes. I mean, the ideal part of this would be to add some accelerator to the super glue. Because, see, you don't want it to go as such. So this might take a little bit of time. So I'm just going to hold it here until it bonds, and it bonds straight. And then I'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. So this is all glued in, and as you can see, it's fairly straight. I'm pretty happy with it. And as you can tell, it's a lot longer than what we need, but that's okay. I started drilling the depth of the hole here for the top piece of the original cane. So that gives you the idea of what we're doing. This is one very simple upgrade that anyone can do if you have the right tools. So see the hole pretty well centered. And I'm just going to trim the majority of this. So if you can see how much I'm leaving, which isn't very much. So you see that little bit? That's going to be just enough probably to maybe have to go a little bit more. Maybe like just a hair more. Let me try, let me see how it sands. I could get my sanding sticks out, but I don't want to make this any longer than I have to. All right, so let's see. I mean, that's not too bad. You could always fill it in with a little bit of the nice part of this too is the wire is like bendable, so I mean it takes a little bit to bend it, but you can always make it a lot more straight than maybe what you originally had. So let me see, what do I want to do? I'm going to cut just a hair more off, very little. Very little. And I just want to get that more flush. Nope. A little bit more. Okay, that should do it. So as such there, you know what, I'm just actually going to drill a little more. Don't mind, and this is what I talk about on my last video about perfection, and you know, you kind of knowing when to stop, but I should take my own advice. But I just wanted to, I want to get this as flush as I can. That's all. It just may take me a little bit longer than usual. All right, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to add some super glue all around here, in here, into the hole here. You don't need a lot. Come on. Yep, probably a little too much. That's okay. I just come in with a paper towel. You can always go back and give this a sand and some painting to give it a nice fresh look. So as of now, it's a waiting game of just letting, I'm sorry, I'm not even in, just letting the plastic adhere to each other and then letting go. Like that. So now you're going to have a nice straight display accessory for your Joker figure. Not I know this isn't a mind-blowing tutorial or anything like that, but it's a nice little upgrade, and you can use your imagination. You can start with you know, any kind of paintbrush, you measure it out, and then if you got bits and pieces, you can customize your own. Mine is to the right, which came out pretty good, but I honestly I like the top of this one a little bit better. Honestly, just I don't know. Maybe it's just the different widths and sizes of the left side. But yeah, that's it, folks. And then you just can go in and give it a little sand, a nice little new paint job, and you're good to go. That's it. And that's in, see how bent and warped that one is? It just, to me, this one on the right just presents such a nicer, and I really like how it bevels, and you know, it starts out thin at the bottom and it just bevels to a little bit taller, a little bit thicker on the top of the cane. So I like that one a lot. So yeah, this is probably the one I display with it. This isn't going to go anywhere. It's reinforced with some wire. I'll paint it, you know, and present it, and it'll look official and original. And look, it only took you know, 15 minutes video, but between pausing it, you're looking at probably 18 to 20 minute little customize. And then if you know, I'm going to go in and sand it to make it a little more even, and then I'll give it a good paint job, and that's it. Off you go. All right. Upgraded cane for the criminal Joker from McFarlane. And who knows what I'll do with this. But see the difference? And it's perfect. I like it. So I just want to share this with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked it. Very simple, very easy, but it's a decent upgrade. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks, and I'll catch you on the next video.